Imagine a world where summer never ends. Sounds great? Well, not when it's because of global warming. Global warming refers to the long-term rise in Earth's average surface temperature, a phenomenon that has significant consequences for every corner of the globe. It's primarily driven by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. When these fuels are burned, they release large amounts of greenhouse gases, notably carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. These gases are like a blanket around Earth, trapping heat from the sun and preventing it from escaping back into space. This process, known as the greenhouse effect, is natural and necessary for life on Earth. However, the excessive amount of these gases has thickened this blanket, leading to the warming we now experience. This warming isn't just about facing hotter summers or milder winters. It's a complex issue that affects ecosystems, weather patterns, and even the geography of our planet. So when we talk about global warming, we're not just discussing hotter summers, but a complex issue threatening our entire planet. Now, who exactly is turning up the Earth's thermostat? Let's peel back the curtain and reveal the culprits of global warming. The usual suspects: industrial activities, deforestation, agricultural practices, and our very methods of transportation and electricity generation. Industries burn vast amounts of fossil fuels, releasing carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. It's like throwing oil into a fire, it only makes it burn hotter. Similarly, deforestation is like removing the Earth's sweat glands. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, and without them, more of this gas stays in our atmosphere, turning up the global temperature. Agricultural practices contribute their share too. The cultivation of crops and livestock generates significant methane and nitrous oxide, gases that are even more potent than carbon dioxide in trapping heat. Then there's transportation, where the combustion of gasoline and diesel fuels pumps more carbon into the air. And not to forget electricity generation, often reliant on coal and natural gas, further thickens the blanket of gases wrapping our planet. It turns out many modern conveniences are double-edged swords, contributing to the warming of our world. The effects of global warming are not a distant threat, they are happening as we speak. Across the globe, we're witnessing a dramatic increase in extreme weather events. Hurricanes are becoming more frequent and ferocious, leaving trails of destruction across cities and towns. Wildfires too are raging with an intensity that scorches thousands of acres, devastating both human lives and wildlife habitats. Meanwhile, rising sea levels pose an existential threat to coastal communities. These areas are facing the grim prospect of displacement as their homes become engulfed by encroaching waters. This relentless rise not only erodes shorelines, but also jeopardizes the livelihoods of millions who depend on marine ecosystems. Speaking of ecosystems, they are under siege. From the coral reefs bleaching in warmer waters to the tundras thawing at unprecedented rates, the natural world is in disarray. This disruption extends to our food sources, with agricultural patterns being thrown into chaos, affecting crop yields and food security globally. These changes are more than just statistics. They represent a profound shift in our planet's balance. With all this doom and gloom, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Indeed, despite the challenges, global efforts to combat warming paint a hopeful picture. Around the world, innovative strategies and technologies are being harnessed to steer us away from the brink. Countries are increasingly investing in renewable energy sources like solar and wind. These sustainable options now fuel homes, businesses, and even entire cities with clean, green energy. For instance, wind farms sprawling across vast plains have become as common a sight as traditional fields of wheat or corn. Beyond renewables, strides in energy efficiency are making significant impacts. New building designs incorporate smart technology that drastically reduces energy consumption. Appliances, vehicles, and systems are smarter, leaner, and greener than ever before. Internationally, agreements like the Paris Accord have united countries in a common goal to cut down carbon emissions. These pacts are not just promises, but are backed by real action and accountability. Indeed, solutions exist, and they are within our reach if we choose to act. You might be wondering, what can I do about global warming? Well, the answer lies closer to home than you might think. Every choice you make, from the products you buy to the way you travel, influences our planet's climate. By adopting a few simple habits, you can significantly reduce your carbon footprint and help cool down our warming world. Start by minimizing waste. Did you know that reducing, reusing, and recycling can cut down on the greenhouse gases released during the production and disposal of goods? It's a straightforward yet effective step. Conserving energy is another key move. Switching off lights when they are not needed, using energy-efficient appliances, and adjusting your thermostat by just a few degrees can make a big difference. Consider your travel habits too. Opting for public transportation, carpooling, or biking instead of driving alone not only reduces emissions but often saves money. And don't underestimate the power of your voice. Support policies and leaders who prioritize sustainable practices and are committed to combating climate change. Every action counts. Together, we can adjust the global thermostat and protect our planet for future generations.